This is Spare Parts, your show for all things motorsports. With your hosts, Stephen Cleary, Sean Cavarella, and Taylor Moore.
Hear that music?
Welcome to Spare Parts. I'm your host, Sean.
I'm Steven.
And I'm Taylor.
I'm out of practice, I'll be honest. We had a week off, whole new office setup. I don't know what's going on here.
We're all out of our element.
Looks fine.
It looks... Oh, okay.
Nothing
You're just like
cheaper.
lowballing. I was going to say it looks great. 10 out of 10.
No,
Nice
there's so much
content in
wall-
the back.
There's so much wall space there.
I know, I'm going to have to fill it somehow. But, yeah, so, how's everyone been? We didn't do this last week, which is rare for us. We haven't missed a week for a while.
Well, except for me.
I mean,
Yes.
we haven't not recorded, I think, since we actually went on vacation. But besides that, we're back. It was a good week to take off, because honestly, not a whole lot of news happened.
No, not at all.
Okay, we missed the Piastri thing, which literally happened, I think, the next day after we
Yeah.
recorded last time.
As is
Yeah.
tradition.
Yeah. So we'll touch on that later and kind of go over the whole scope of silly season as it's happening in motorsports. We also have some races to catch up on, some champions that were awarded last week, and other shenanigans that's going on currently in motorsports. So,
Yeah, shenanigans.
yeah. Hey, Steven, you want to talk about that too?
What, that we won our golf tournament again? Yeah.
we
Always.
we won my family's yearly golf tournament. We call it the Shenanigans Cup. So yes, me and Steven
Because
won.
they're shenanigans.
Yes.
Well done. Congratulations. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Of course, yeah. We're just that good.
Actually, we had hot dogs for lunch.
Okay, well, that doesn't rhyme, so...
She's got a point there.
Just wanted to clarify.
Okay, well... Yeah, like, I'm not even going to attempt to try and rhyme that, but, okay, congrats, winners. Yay, you won.
We're awesome.
You're
That's
just
how
that
it is. Yep.
good.
Anyway,
Round of applause.
so starting talking about racing this week, where do we want to take this first? Do you want to talk about shenanigans in terms of some NASCAR playoff issues that
Sure, let's do that.
may or may not happen?
Sure.
Let's do that.
NASCAR. Yay.
Oh no, Taylor, you're gonna like this. I know you're not a big NASCAR fan, but this is interesting because someone is going to be pissed off.
Ooh, okay.
Steven, do you want to
I'm
take it
in
away
for
and explain the scenario that has happened?
So what has happened in the last 2 weeks? Kevin Harvick decided he was good at racing again and has won the last 2 races back to back. Why is that significant? As we've talked about, there was 2 spots left for non-winners to get in. There is now 1.
Ooh. Hoo-hoo.
So Kevin Harvick has gone from the he might miss the playoffs to no, he's solidly in there and now might be a half decent contender because he's going to have a decent head start relative to where he would have been. And Ryan Blaney and Martin Truex are now fighting for the last spot, which they both might lose. So, fun.
And I guess additional context to that is if we didn't have the whole racing or race win to get into the playoffs thing, Blaney is second in points and Truex is fourth.
Yeah, no, we've definitely mentioned that before.
Oh, we have, but I think at that time Truex was fifth. He's even climbed the standings some more. So you're gonna
He's done better.
So you're gonna have one of these 2 guys, maybe both these guys, depending on the last 2 races. These guys might not make the playoffs. So I would, if I'm those guys and I don't make the playoffs, I'm racing my ass off every race to play spoiler.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Oh, and we should mention the last 2 races, which are this week and next week, are Watkins Glen on the road course and another run at Daytona. So
That's why both these guys could miss out if someone who hasn't won gets a win.
I was gonna say there's a very good chance I think they could both miss out.
Yeah. Okay, guys.
Neither's a skilled roadster. They're not bad, but they wouldn't be top guy either way. And Daytona's a fucking shit show. So
Yeah, guys that could win to screw them over. Eric Almirola, Eric Jones, Bubba Wallace, who also had a really good run at Pocono that could have really screwed them over. Austin Dillon, Chris Buescher. All these guys, in theory, could also win at Daytona.
Michael McDowell won there 2 years ago, don't forget.
Brad Keselowski.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
There is a whole lot of situation here.
Wasn't Harrison Burton third at the last road course in Indy?
Okay, but the last road course was an absolute shit show where...
But it shows he can run a road course.
Fair enough.
Is
Fair
my
enough.
point, right?
I guess.
I think he was. Was he top 10? I'm going to check that now.
Okay. Point being, though, is that with current NASCAR scenario and what is shaping up to be a very exciting last few races of the season into the playoffs, you are going to see potentially one of these two guys pissed off. I think they're only separated now by like 30 points. So it's still kind of up in the air which one of them doesn't make it. If one of them even gets wrecked out of, say, Daytona, the other one can make it. Or even gets wrecked out of Watkins Glen for that matter. So this is an issue NASCAR is going to have going forward. And I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. Because part of me says it's a good thing because, like, press, stories, everything that's kind of happening and associating with it is good. All press is good press, right?
I mean, I don't know if I agree with that necessarily, but I understand where you're coming from.
In the term, from the entertainment aspect, this is very good for NASCAR. It is entertaining. From the sportsmanship and the sporting side of it, it's bullshit that two of the top guys who should be fighting for a championship, one of them is not going to get a chance.
Yeah. No, that I agree with 100%. I think it rolls into the whole like overarching issue with NASCAR that they like it's just manufactured entertainment and it's annoying. Like the way that the playoff system is set up, I think it just yearly will screw over at least somebody in the field. Despite like it doesn't matter how well of a season you have, like if someone decides to win 3 races towards the end of the season, it doesn't freaking matter. And I know that they're not necessarily having like the best or like whatever, but I just think like overall, I don't know, like it's part of the non-appeal to NASCAR is just how freaking annoying it can be from the sporting aspect.
Yeah, like for you guys as fans, like for Taylor as a fan of a normal motorsports, like not necessarily the NASCAR side, would you rather see the entertainment side of it and have this kind of talk and watch these last 2 races with that element of like, ooh, what's going to happen? How will this actually impact it? Or do you want to see over a season a good champion who is deserving?
Yeah, like I would
deserving.
Like honestly for me, I think it's the integrity of the sport that matters the most. Like I guess like part of the issue that I have with watching NASCAR is just like knowing that it's kind of a screwed up system no matter what you do, like towards the end of it. So like when you're watching Formula One, like you know that okay, they have a few good races, like there's still a lively championship happening. Like look what happened last year.
Okay, there is no lively championship this year though.
Not this year, but you still have a lot of things going on that still brings the stories out. It also depends on really why are you following the sport? Are you following the sport because it's giving you something like fun to watch on a Sunday? Or because you like to see crashes? Or are you following the sport because you're genuinely interested in the technical aspects of the engineering that goes into these cars? Are you only caring about the drivers that you see on track, or are you actually watching for like car performance? You know what I mean? Or driver performance, how well they do in the piece of technology that they're given it to drive.
No, that's
So
fair.
I think it has everything to do with like just the like I'm not knocking people who watch NASCAR. If that's your thing, if that's what you love, fine, whatever. Like I'm not gonna knock you for being a NASCAR fan. It's just I guess like I'm really used to being able to like to see on track like what team as a whole on the technical side, but also what the driver can do with it, like what they can do on track in like Formula 1, even IndyCar. Like it's interesting because it doesn't necessarily matter what BS is in the news about a playoff thing
So-
because someone decided to do well for the last 3 races.
So you would basically say that you're more in favor of the actual sporting side. You don't want to see
Yeah.
kind of something like this, despite it providing good entertainment. It's less entertaining to you because it's seen as not real.
Yeah, I think like the drama to me, like what they're going for is drama, right? Like they want the entertainment pull. They want people to be like into it and drawn into the stories. But like for me, I just find it manufactured. So it
Oh,
doesn't,
100% manufactured.
right? So it just doesn't breed or like read like integrity to me at all.
Steven, give some 2 cents here. Where do you sit? Sometime today.
Yeah, as well, as I'm trying to think of how I can phrase this, as entertaining as it is still bullshit that your fourth place driver is not going to be in a championship. Like, because like I'm trying to think through like let's go through Truex's record this year. Like he's had solid finishes. If he's fourth in overall points, he just hasn't been in the right spot to win a race. So his highest finish is fourth, and he's done that twice this season. But he's in the top 10 a lot. So like the fact that he doesn't win means he's not deserving of a chance in the playoffs. I would heavily disagree with that. So whereas I'm also thinking back to 2020. Why was Michael McDowell in the playoffs? Because he won
the first
Daytona
race.
in a wreck fest, right? Like, if you go down the list, so let's go. Okay, who's the lowest ranked driver here? Kurt Busch, who he's missing races. He might not even race. He's missed 4 straight races with concussion symptoms.
Ever since Kyle Busch won after missing out the season, the playoffs have kind of always had that element of a bit of a sham.
Yeah,
But at
like
the
I'm
same
looking
time,
at
as a driver, you have to look at that as being like, well, it's not my fault. I'm missing things for things that are against my control. I want to be able to still compete for a championship.
Yep. Like I'm looking at Kurt Busch's record, and he's got the win, but other than that, he's also got a lot of double-digit numbers that start with a 3.
Yep.
So, and also not raced the last 4 races and still being in a playoff spot when realistically you could put, I don't know, 3 or 4 different guys there after Truex.
No, true. Like,
It's
really good.
Like it's not hard. Like, yeah. Like so he would so he's the 21st ranked driver. That puts him down with Chris Buescher and behind Austin Dillon. Does that guy deserve to be in the playoffs? No, I don't think so. But then I guess where do you draw the cutoff there?
But if you win a race, shouldn't you deserve to be in the playoffs? Like, this is what I mean. I actually have had this format kind of grow on me because it does make every single race relevant.
Yes.
I think it has been exacerbated more this year with the new car because the field has been a lot more jumbled, and you've seen a lot more. Like, some guys are competitive one weekend, some guys aren't. Like a guy like Tyler Reddick this weekend was I think like 5 laps down.
He had a bit of an incident too where he got spun. So
Yeah, but so did Kyle
no,
Busch, and he
to-
was like third.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say so did Kevin Harvick. He also got spun, I think, at one point and won. So
So that's what I mean. Like,
or even last week.
it makes every race relevant. And to be honest, I'm going to watch Watkins Glen. I'm going to watch Daytona because there is so much on the line and so much
Because of the
drama
storylines.
that can happen. The storylines sell sports. That's it. It's all about context.
So yeah, and that's the thing. From a storyline side, this is amazing. From a, I don't want to say fairness, but like almost sportsmanship and spirit of the whole thing, you'd like to see somehow a guy who's been good all season get into the playoffs. In my mind,
But like, okay, let's change this to stick and ball sports. If you don't score X number, say you don't score 100 points a season in basketball, you know what? You can't play in the playoffs.
okay, but if you
is that
win-
fair?
Okay, if you win 40 games,
No, but it's a different. Okay, I don't think we can make that comparison though because it's a totally different structure.
But that's the whole thing.
Like-
Is
Yeah,
that
no,
because they're trying to make it stick and ball, is that just to make every single thing matter and relative. And the reason I'm going to say stick and ball is because you're having these things where in like NBA, you have these super teams who come up. You know they're going to. There's like 4 teams that can win a championship. You know that at the beginning of the season. It's like Golden State. It's who else now? The Bucks.
Milwaukee.
Yep. Who in the East? Miami.
Yeah, Miami's usually there.
Yeah.
Milwaukee's in the East too,
Oh,
technically.
all right, yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
like you have these teams that are like super teams, but then you still have to play the season. And if you say
Right.
are on those teams, you know you're going to play in the playoffs, but at the same time, you still need to compete to get there. So to say all these guys who are competing aren't deserving, well, they're still competing. So should the 8th seed in like basketball not make the playoffs because they know that they shouldn't compete there anyway?
No, but see, okay, here's the problem I have with that analogy. You're talking
Okay.
about a team that's like right on the bubble of a cutoff.
These guys are in the bowl of the cutoff.
I know, but it's not like they're arbitrarily in because they won a game or hit 100 points once when the rest of the time they've scored 80, sort of thing, to use your basketball analogy. That's sort of what like the Kurt Busch, Chase Briscoe types that are in the playoffs. Like Briscoe's a bit of a weird one because he's sort of right at the cutoff if he went straight by points anyways.
But like there's 32 fucking full-time charters or whatever that can make it. So 16. So you got to be in the top half of the field. If you can't win and 16 other guys do, then you shouldn't be in the playoffs.
Yeah, but also like I understand, like I get what you're saying. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just saying that I think it's really tough because I mean a season is so long, right? Like the NASCAR season is long
Yep.
ish, right?
Yeah.
So over the course of a season, say one driver is more consistent than the other. However, towards the end of the season, depending on the amount of points that the race is worth to whatever, the contribution to your overall points for the season, that one guy gets the win and all of a sudden the more consistent driver drops below. I think that's where, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's
Yep.
the kind of dilemma. And I think that
okay,
that's
just
unfair because
to-
if you have a consistent season, I think you deserve to be there.
To go
The
back
guy who wins once,
No,
I'm not so sure.
to go back to the basketball analogy, let's say it's 88 points to make the playoffs. One team gets blown out every time they face a playoff team, but they blow out the team that faces that also, is out of the playoffs every time. So they have 88 points. Another team, they've had a lot of injury troubles this year, and every time they play the playoff teams, every time they play they miss by one. They're always losing by 1 point. And then, they blow out all the bad teams and stuff. But, like, they're just losing by that 1 point. But they've lost one extra game, so they're at 87. Which team's more deserving? The guys that are so close, but just can't do it because they've had, rough season. But on paper, they're a better team.
But Sean, that's the point, though. That's motorsports.
That's all sports.
I know, but it sucks. Sometimes you get unlucky.
Yeah,
it doesn't mean that you're not deserving to be there, but sorry, you didn't make it.
Exactly.
Bottom
you
line.
Didn't. Sometimes shit doesn't go your way and you don't win. And you know what we say to them? Better luck next year.
No, but it doesn't. Oh, I still think it's a different story because you're talking about a team sport. NASCAR is not a team sport.
If you ask anyone who participates in those sports, they will tell you it's team sport. But I get what you mean.
It might be, but it's not based on team performance. It's based on a driver. I don't think it's fair that one driver gets to have one fantastic race, make it to the playoffs, and someone who's more consistent, who's shown up every race, or, whatever, been in the top 5, say, can get blown out because one guy decided to race well that weekend. I don't think that that's fair.
Okay, fair enough. I still say... What? What are you going to say, Steven?
I was just going to say, Sean, congratulations. You've turned Taylor into a passionate NASCAR fan.
I know, right?
It's just unfair. It is unfair.
Better luck next year is all I say. And to either...
It's not better...
Okay. To either Ryan Blaney or Martin Truex Jr. or both of them, if you don't make it, win next time.
That is so okay. I see where you caught me in the trap of the basketball analogy, but I don't know.
Sometimes you can do everything in your power. Sometimes things just don't go your way. It's unfortunate. It's sports, but at the same time, it kind of is sports, right? Sometimes not everything goes your way. So as much as it is an entertainment thing, it kind of works in the sporting thing too. So we've gone full circle back. So it's both. Okay. It's an entertaining.
No, it's not both. It is not both because the NASCAR system is a stupid setup. Bottom line. It shouldn't need to happen this way.
Okay, so let's.
This is fantastic. I love this.
Okay, so I think we know where everyone sits. What
I'm sitting right here.
Yes, I know you are. Good job. I will come to your house and stab you.
I mean, you left your sunglasses here, so come get them.
Yeah. What would you do to change the system to keep it entertaining but make it a little more fair, possibly?
Remove stage points and their playoff implication.
Yep. Anything else?
Nope, just straight racing. And because stages also make it so the worst teams also get an unfair advantage because they get a chance to pop back up, right? Bigger teams are usually better without stages, and you know what? If you can hold out for an entire fucking race without stages and you win, yeah, you kind of deserve it.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say remove the automatic in for a win, give some sort of bonus points for wins.
So automatic win.
I think it would make it more entertaining if you just did it's a bonus 10 points for a win.
Okay, how about this? Automatic win to get in or 5 top 5s?
That could work, but I don't know. I like the bonus points for wins more.
I think both are great ideas, but I mean, I don't really have any suggestions to fix it. It just makes me mad and annoyed. I don't know enough about it to make a decent suggestion as to what they should change. It needs to change, and one of your ways sounds good.
I think if you did both, you get rid of the stage wins and then also a bonus point for winning a race or bonus points, it gives you your little, you won, good job, but you're not guaranteed in. If you come 30th the rest of the way, you're not guaranteed shit.
Fine. This is how you change it.
Yeah.
You win twice, you're in. If you have 6 top 5s, you're in, and if you have 12 top 10s, you're in.
I see exactly what you fucking did there, too.
What? What do you mean?
You took Truex, but he doesn't have a win. He's got 3 top 5s and 11 top 10s. You fucker.
But he would still be
I'm right. Truex
but that's true. But if you look at that, you would still have Bowman.
Yes,
Bowman wouldn't be in.
Yes.
Cindric wouldn't be in. Suarez wouldn't be in. Busch wouldn't be in. Briscoe wouldn't be in. Under that kind of rule, the only first guy who actually would get in under that would be Kyle Busch.
Yeah.
So really, that actually wouldn't be a terrible way to do it.
Yep. Because then with 2 races to go, you have Truex, Amarola, Jones, Bubba, Dylan, who are all fighting for those last couple spots with the bottom 5.
Yeah.
So there from a story. Okay, to sum this up, because I think we should move off this.
Well, we can. Okay. From this, I have a good segue after this to another topic we can discuss quickly.
There's ways to improve it while keeping it entertaining. This is very entertaining for the last 2 races of the season that a top 5 driver is going to be or is guaranteed to be out. Possibly 2 of the top 5 drivers this season are possibly going to be out. So
it's also very entertaining to see Taylor getting so heated about NASCAR arguments.
Exactly.
You're doing great,
Look
Taylor.
what you've done.
It's great.
Look what you've done.
From one point system to another, IndyCar is also heating up, and their championship fight with a normal point system is incredibly tight. You have,
As it usually is, no? Like,
yeah, but you have the top 7 separated by 60 points, something like that.
With a double points race in it in the last 3.
Yeah. Did I say 60? I meant 59 points, but you get the point. It's anyone's game. It really is.
Okay, run down the standings quickly.
You got Will Power.
After Nashville.
Will Power, he has 1 win. And
oh my gosh.
Power's at 450. Dixon 444. Funny how Dixon just kind of shows up there.
He does this every year. They do this every year. Why?
When will we learn? Marcus Ericsson 438. Joseph Newgarden 428. So your top 5, Alex Palou 417. Top 5 is Penske and Ganassi. Oh shit. Number 6, Scott McLaughlin. Top 6 is Penske and Ganassi. And then you have Pato at 391.
Yeah.
So, team orders not going to be a thing. Unless you're Jimmy Johnson, you're told, get out of the way. Basically it.
Yeah.
So this will be a very fun last 2 races for IndyCar. 2 or 3? 3 races.
3.
Yes.
St. Louis.
Gateway this weekend.
Portland.
And Laguna Seca. Yeah. Ooh, spicy.
Yep.
And there's still not an outside chance somehow Rossi wins 2 races and is right back in there too.
Yeah, sure.
Or
if you want to believe that,
or Herta. In theory.
If you want to believe, in theory, yes. Realistically, no.
With the double points at the end, anything can happen.
Yes, but realistically, no.
So, I will ask you guys. 3 races left. Who do you think is going to win?
Did I say Dick? I'm trying to remember who I said last time. I think I said Dixon.
I think you did, yeah.
I'm going to stick with that. Oh, no, I said Award. Oh, never mind.
Ooh. Well,
I said Award. Sean said Newgarden. Taylor said Ericsson. So we said 3, 4, 6.
I've been saying Newgarden since the beginning of the season. I
7.
will stick with Newgarden.
Good job.
Well, I'm going to stick with Ericsson.
I don't have a lot of faith in Pato right now. He's been rough.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's totally fair.
Also, quick thing, in terms of picking things, the last 4 weeks in betting, fuck off the world. So, me and Steven talking about this. Pretty much everything I've bet on, either NASCAR or IndyCar, Steven has bet the winner. I have bet the guy who's come second.
Hey.
Okay, I'm not laughing at
Just
you.
win.
I'm laughing at the situation.
Just win, baby.
It is kind of funny. I mean, it shows we know what we're talking about in terms of who has chances to win, but
Oh, absolutely.
it's frustrating.
Oh, I bet, because you want to actually win.
I want money. Steven's winning the money that I do not get.
Well,
$1
just
bills,
because
y'all.
Steven has good luck right now,
Steven, give me the juju.
it will run out.
Give me the
Don't
juju.
worry. It will
I told
run
you
out.
I told you who to bet on for baseball. That's all you get.
You didn't tell me shit.
I did tell you for home runs.
Oh, well, yeah, that's fair. Well, I mean, anyone can bet Judge for a home run. That's kind of given.
No, No, Shohei Otani, Asian Babe Ruth, baby.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, well,
so-
bet responsibly.
Yes.
No, we're not sponsored. Bet your.
So speaking of betting, I don't know where I'm going with this. I was going to make a joke about betting and teams betting on drivers and stuff. Trying to get us into silly season talk because that is long overdue for us.
Yes.
Steven, your mic's off. Yeah, good job. Anyway, so
Amateur.
I know, right? Accidentally unplugged it, so good job, buddy. Anyway, so we have silly season to talk about.
And boy, has it been silly.
Oh my god, it is nuts.
It is so nuts. Okay, first off, the whole lawsuit thing, did not see that coming.
You're back, Steven. Good
I
job.
know that
Am I?
you guys,
Yes.
yeah, you're back. I'm sure you guys have probably like touched on the whole Pillow thing. Still getting spicy. Honestly, good for him for like still driving very well despite all the absolute craziness going on
Yeah.
in that situation. Piastri, I did not see that one coming.
Man, McLaren is just fucking around at this point.
Yep.
I know. What is Zach Brown doing? Like, did he just decide that like 2022 is going to be the year of to be a menace? Like, is he just
he's finding every driver he can between the age of 20 and 25 and telling him, hey,
Yeah.
you might drive an F1 car.
yeah?
You won't actually, but we'll tell you might. That's
I'm wondering-
literally what he's doing.
Yeah, and then we also heard, like, within that whole situation. Okay, so let's unpack this. Haven't talked about Piastri yet, right?
No.
Okay, so Alonso gets announced that he's moving to.
We talked about that. That happened last time
yeah.
when we recorded it, and we were
Right,
like,
so-
oh, well, it's a natural fit that, like, Piastri would go to Alpine. Yep, made sense then. Nope.
Well, everybody thought that. Everybody thought.
Alpine
Like,
thought
whether or
that.
not. Alpine thought that too, clearly. And then out of nowhere,
Piastri said-
Piastri.
Bitch, you thought.
Yeah, no.
Quick thing. The whole it has come to my attention that a tweet has been made. That joke got old fucking weeks ago.
Yep.
And
Oh,
it's
it
only been
really
2
did.
weeks.
Albin.
Well,
It's gonna.
someone else
yeah.
did.
Bubba Wallace just did it the other day with his
Yep.
extension.
Yep.
But like, oh my god, we get it. It happened twice. It's fun. Unless you're actually disputing it, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, Albin's was funny.
Yeah, because that was the first one.
Yeah, that one was actually funny. And then the rest, I'm just like, you need original content.
Yeah, my favorite thing is like, was the meme of the, if I had a nickel for every time a team has announced a driver and the driver just to rescind it, I'd have 2 nickels. It's not a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice.
Yep.
That is the perfect
That
meme.
was a good meme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have also enjoyed, like, out of the whole Piastri situation, I have enjoyed the many F1 memes that have come out with, like, the border that says blank will be driving for Alpine in 2023.
Oh, it's just
I think
random
my
things.
favorite. Oh, yeah. My favorite was Lightning McQueen. I loved that.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was a really solid one. Well done, F1
Whoever does
community.
that, yeah.
The meme community was bumping with this.
But anyway, so silly season's fucking stupid now. Because you have Alpine not knowing what the hell's happening. You have Piastri signing maybe with McLaren? Probably with
And-
McLaren. I think it's almost all but confirmed. I think there was like, they filed a contract with whoever the heck the F1 people are.
Yeah.
So
They had
maybe
to
it's
do it
McLaren.
first
Yeah.
or some shit like that.
But
Yeah.
notice how McLaren didn't say shit about this one, but they did about the Pillow one. Yeah, they learned their lesson on that one. But, yeah, I don't know what's happening to McLaren. Obviously, they're going to get rid of Ricardo. I am
For $21 million.
allegedly that'll get knocked down to like probably 15 or something.
Yep.
I don't know. It's kind of a really crappy situation. Like,
They-
we'll see what happens,
They could
but
also
I
pay him
understand him
to
asking
not
for that.
race.
They could.
They could also just do that. Just like, hey, we'll still pay you your second race. Your pick.
Mhm.
So it'll get negotiated down for sure, I think. McLaren is a shit show right now.
And it's causing everyone else to be a shit show.
Yeah.
So how does
Like-
Norris get out of his seat now?
He doesn't.
I know.
He's super glued.
Yeah. I mean, Norris is not going anywhere.
So as much as McLaren's fucking around, do you think Piastri made a mistake also?
In terms of having discussions with
No. Would you
McLaren?
rather be with Alpine than McLaren?
Honestly, from a competition standpoint, both work, and that's sort of his mistake to
Yeah.
jump ship because he was guaranteed a seat, and now he might
Mhm.
not be.
Yeah.
Who knows? Because
Yeah.
there's like 50 people printed. Like the other funny meme that has come out is the
McLaren
driver
drivers?
lineup. Yep, and it's got like 40 people just all stuffed into the slots there.
Yeah.
Zach Brown is listed as a driver for some reason.
Yeah.
It's just
No,
a
I
rotating.
think you're right.
It's a reality show he's going to run, where it's just rotating guys every single week. They do
the,
challenges during the week, and the winner gets to race on Sunday.
It's
Yeah.
the NASCAR has their all-star car, and McLaren said, "Yep, we'll take that idea and run with it."
Yeah.
Kimmy comes
Yeah.
back for one race in F1 just to do that.
For the record, this is why we need a 11th team in F1.
Yeah.
Just want to
Agreed.
beat that dead horse. Get more good drivers in F1. We shouldn't have to like really jerry pick it, but hey, here we are.
Yeah, both like even if Seb didn't retire, Piastri and whether it's Pillow or someone else like Nick DeVries or someone should have a seat.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's hard to say. Like, but I agree with the point about he was guaranteed a seat at Alpine. Like, it's not very often that, like, I wonder what the conversation was for Piastri to jump ship to McLaren, because like whatever they're offering him must be a lot better, because to basically insert yourself in a 50-50 situation, like a maybe, I don't know, like it's not a guarantee he's going to be sitting in that seat next year, but it was if he had stayed with Alpine. So whatever they sweeten that deal with, I'd love to know, because it must be good.
Yeah, I can't even imagine what the hell is going through him or his camp's head, because obviously they assumed that Alpine wasn't going to sign with Alpine, and Alpine really dropped the ball with the whole Alonso thing, with Alonso just kind of sneaking out the back door. Just like,
that was
by
hilarious.
The way, bye.
And then the whole we can't reach him puts a story on Instagram.
No, puts a
guess we can
story
reach me.
with his location.
Yep.
To be like,
Yeah,
right
that
here.
was great.
Yeah, Alonso is a really good
And
person.
Otmar's just like,
Yeah. So
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I think it's just one gigantic shit show.
clusterfuck. Yeah.
So you just, like, obviously, like, there's a lot still to happen with silly season in F1.
Oh, we didn't, we
there's
didn't even
also-
scratch the surface. There was still like weeks to go. Nobody was going to have
Oh,
with
yeah.
Ricardo. That's still to sort stuff out. Williams has to sort itself out. Apparently, there's rumors.
Yeah, the
with,
whole
like,
Latifi question.
Yep. There's like rumors with other drivers now too, if they're going to stay. Is Lewis going to suddenly do like a surprise retirement?
Please. Did I say that out loud?
Honestly, for the content, it would be amazing.
I want it so bad.
But yeah,
But my choice to replace him just got signed again to AlphaTauri, so big sad, but whatever.
yeah, contracts can be bought out and have no meaning.
yeah,
We've
you don't
already figured
think.
that out.
I was gonna say you don't
Clearly.
think after everything that's happened, Gasly wouldn't just be like, "Yeah, no, I'm gonna go draft with Mercedes. Fuck this shit."
Yeah,
Honestly, for him, I would be like, please leave the Red Bull umbrella. You will not go far there because Marco.
yeah. I honestly
And
feel
Horner.
like this silly season, this off season of F1, the grid could be entirely different next year. Like, so I feel like something
Yeah.
big is happening, and this Piastri thing is kind of like the second card to the main event. I just
Oh, do you
feel-
remember that? So, okay, I'm thinking about it now. Do you guys remember that tweet or whatever where somebody was like, "Oh, there's going to be a driver switch halfway through the season." Like it was like
Vaguely,
some sort of
yes.
rumor. Yeah, but like do you wonder if perhaps somebody knew about the talks with Piastri because he's technically in the paddock, right? Like he was a reserve driver.
He was also
He's been sitting
he was given permission to talk to other teams too.
Right. So you just wonder because it's halfway through the season, like roughly, right? I'm wondering if maybe it wasn't necessarily like a big name, like who's on the grid currently, who was jumping ship and switching teams, or if perhaps it was in regards to like Piastri, like in this situation coming, because nobody saw this coming.
True, very true. Yeah, this was very much a shock and a surprise, I think, to most of the F1 world for them just to be like, yeah, no, we're done. We're not signing with you. Nice announcement. But again, like, it's the whole thing with, I hated the coverage of it because a major context of this whole Piastri signing is the Pelot signing.
Yes.
And like the Pelot and now the lawsuit that's happening there. And that's just such a major context. Like, you need to look at motorsports not through one single sport. Everything kind of connects in a way.
Well, yeah, especially with like McLaren because they've got hands in both pots, right?
Yeah.
Like, and
They're
Zach
everywhere.
Brown was yeah. So like he's obviously plotting something. We don't know what that is, but where Pelot ends up next year, where Piastri ends up next year, like that's I think going to what's interesting. We also know that Rosenqvist is not coming back.
Who knows?
Is that? I thought that was confirmed.
No, he's yeah.
It's they're playing that card close to the vest.
Until all the contracts get fully settled, we don't know where anyone is.
Yeah, that's
because
very
if
fair.
like let's say Pelot is told no, you have to race for Ganassi next year because your contract says so. Okay, well Pelot's out of McLaren. Piastri somehow gets stuck at Alpine. Okay, well McLaren all of a sudden needs to fill a seat. Fuck. Who do we got left? Not a whole lot. Shit. Okay. What are our options now?
I also wonder if, because what's a big thing happening in motorsports next year?
The new hypercar? Is that what you're thinking?
Yes, that's what I was going with. Ferrari has a hypercar.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Does Ferrari steal a Ferrari driver to their hypercar program and open up another seat somewhere? I don't know. I'm just saying. There's a lot of, I think, options.
As long as they aren't stealing the strategist, I think they'll do just fine.
No, please take the strategist away from the F1 team. Please take him.
Please take the strategist.
Oh, yes.
No, send him to GT3. He should be there.
Yeah, I don't care where you put the Ferrari strategist.
No, GT3, put him in Cirque du Soleil. Holy fuck, that's where those clowns belong.
Fucking beautiful. It's 100% where
Jesus Christ, come
Please.
I mean, I was going to say the sun, but like, sure, that works too.
Okay, well, we're not going to advocate for throwing people into the sun, but I totally support Steven's suggestion of we're going to ship them off to the circus.
Go to Carnival Cruise Line.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Cirque du Soleil is too good for them.
Yeah, he goes to Carnival Cruise Line.
Yep.
Because they're clowns and the worst.
Yeah, no, what's the worst cruise line in the world that we could ship him to?
Carnival.
Is it really Carnival?
I think they're one of the worst ones, yeah.
I thought did Norwegian go bankrupt?
I don't know much about the economics of
Cruise lines.
Cruise lines.
It's fine. How about this? Put him on a Disney cruise where he can't watch F1 and he's surrounded and he has to be in like leotards all day.
Okay, now this is a sick dream, I think, at this point. So we're going to move on from this. But silly season for motorsports in the world right now is very much not over with. Because especially with the hypercars coming next year, which, again, no one's even talking about, is that all these cars have been announced. None of these teams have been announced. So
It's the complete opposite of IndyCar
Yeah.
and F1.
So
We have all these cars.
who's going to be the drivers for these cars? And for almost every one of these teams, you want to start off with a win. So these
Yep.
teams will be getting the best that they can. To be like, hey, yeah, we're the best hypercar. Look, brand new series, brand new everything. We're number one. So, it's going to be so much fun.
Yep. Oh, God.
Final thing, I guess, to talk about. There's some track changes coming. Or I guess one track change is coming, one track change is needed. One today that we've kind of been apparently rumored that's happening now is Texas is going to get reconfigured.
Yeah, and IndyCar might be completely off the calendar now. Or it might be completely off IndyCar's calendar.
I'd be okay with that.
Oh, yeah.
Replace
it's
it with
100%
Coda.
Fine. Yeah, and literally anything.
Yeah.
Go back to Michigan, god damn it.
Yeah. But
Give me a close oval.
Give me a short oval. Give me Richmond. That was a good race. Screw it.
Yeah.
IndyCar needs more
No,
short
they're-
ovals and just ovals in general. Your mic's out. Ooh, he is not having a good day.
Again,
with that.
he's having trouble.
Ooh, he might need to buy a new mic. He's having some issues there. Oof.
Nope.
What is going on?
There you go.
Nope. There you are.
Don't know what's going on.
Yeah, some
But,
cheap tech
yeah.
there, eh?
Yeah. Anywho. What was I saying when I cut out? I don't remember.
IndyCar off the calendar.
Yes. Might be completely off IndyCar's calendar. Bring in Michigan or Milwaukee if you want to do a shorter oval. Texas was with the what was it, the repave they did on the lower line?
For where?
It was okay in Texas.
No, because they killed they put the stupid PJ1
No,
there.
like it was okay until they did that, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because then it became a one track oval,
Yes.
which you don't want, because then guys like Scott Dixon can't do their bullshit. Yeah, I'm just gonna magically be faster on the outside line every single time. Are my tires older than yours? Yeah, fuck you. Guess what? I'm gonna buy you. So
Yeah, I hope IndyCar has to get creative with this schedule and actually go to places that can be successful.
do Michigan. Go back to the oval.
Yeah, given the fact that you have the Detroit street circuit, but then again, maybe that's a good thing
Why
to
not
get
both?
people's attention. Yeah, exactly. Do both, right?
Yeah,
Didn't stop you back in the day from doing both.
exactly. I also selfishly just want an oval that's within like 4 hours.
It's like 5 hours, but like, yeah.
Either way, it still beats our 9-hour trek down to Indianapolis.
I mean, New Hampshire would be pretty close for us.
New Hampshire would be a good one.
I don't actually know the distance to that though. But yeah, so with Texas being gone, 2 questions I have for y'all. What do you want to see them reconfigure it as, or do you really have a preference? And 2, if IndyCar is off the schedule, where would you want it? Where would you want a replacement to be?
I already gave my answer for that one. Thank you very much.
If you're talking Texas market, I want to see Coda.
Yeah, but otherwise, Michigan is my choice.
That's fair.
Well, to answer the first part, we know what they're going to do. They're going to make it a fucking super speedway.
It's gonna be
'Cause it's already-
it's gonna be an Atlanta clone, likely.
Yeah, it's already a mile and a half. Like, they're going to make it a super speedway.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
9 hours, Sean, to New Hampshire,
Fuck. Fine.
because there's no straight way across or straight way east.
Yeah, I was worried about that for a second thinking about it.
We go through, and we have to go through Quebecois.
Yeah, that's a no for me then.
Yep. Well, we don't have to. We can hang a right at Brockville. Either way.
Anyway,
Long trip.
I would love to see them reconfigure the speedway, iRacing super speedway style.
Which is,
Basically Dover on steroids.
yeah.
High banked, very fast. It'd be hilarious and ridiculous. Someone would probably die, to be honest, so maybe not, but
So maybe
That's
not.
exactly why they wouldn't do it.
Yeah, exactly. But it would be funny. But they're not going to do that. They're going to go something lame.
No, they're gonna make it like a Talladega or a Daytona super speedway.
Yeah.
Simple as that. What super speedway is there west of Alabama right now?
Indianapolis?
Indianapolis is still in the north.
Well, it's the
have
west.
But you have Daytona as your southeast. Alabama's like your central. They're looking at it like, we don't really have one for the Southwest. Super speedway time.
I mean, yeah, but yeah, they're all super speedways technically.
You know what I mean, though.
But like big 2 mile ovals, you're not getting a whole lot of them. So either you go something completely different for Texas, or they're going to make an Atlanta clone. And I think if they make an Atlanta clone, that's unfortunate, because you know what you're getting there, and you're losing the appeal of different tracks is that they used to run differently. In the 2000s, and the decline became, you made all the tracks look the exact fucking same. So if NASCAR goes down the path of trying to make the tracks look exactly the same, they're going to shoot themselves in the foot.
Well, you don't think this group is going to do that? They're already trying to just say, just come watch big crashes. We're going to have cautions, crashes.
I am hoping they are smart. Alas, they are not.
Exactly. What evidence do you have to think that they will make the smart decision?
Over the last 10 years, none. However, the law of averages states eventually they'll not be stupid.
They're having a lot of faith in that, Sean.
Yeah.
Checks the odds. Plus 20,000. Okay, never mind.
Bet against it. Bet against it. Then they'll do it.
Yeah, there's actually no odds of NASCAR being smart, unfortunately.
Yeah, sadly.
And then the other one that they should definitely do something to is Nashville, because the IndyCar race there was an absolute shit show again.
Oh my god!
Again for the second year in a row.
I'll be honest, I don't care for Nashville. It was fun the first year. It was fun because it was new. But now after this year, I'm like, I can take it or leave this.
Yeah,
I'd take Houston back.
Yeah,
Hinch and Ross.
Yeah.
Another good option for IndyCar to go to.
Yep. Hinch and Rossi had a good debate on that, actually.
Yeah.
Because they were like, it's entertaining and you want to keep it for the fans. But then Rossi was just sitting there the entire time. I fucking hate this shit. It's so fucking bullshit. And, okay, one thing we didn't talk about was the end of that race. Grosjean and Newgarden. And how Grosjean, the Twitter fallout afterwards.
Newgarden knows exactly what he's doing.
Oh yeah.
And Ericsson's just helping him along.
Oh yeah. But this is the funny thing with IndyCar is the guys actually all get along. So if you're big enough, but no, he definitely does get along with them because he races the North American style. Yeah. He is an elbows out guy.
Yeah, he always has been.
Yeah, exactly. So he actually races more their style. It's not like he does something that pisses them off. No, they all do that to each other. They get it. It's how it, again, it's like what Newgarden said, like, it's welcome to IndyCar gets tight. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, it gets tight. But if you all kind of know it does that, then you can be pissed off in the moment the guy took you out. But at the same time, if roles are reversed, you're doing the same thing to that guy.
Oh,
absolutely.
And they all know that.
Yep.
So that's what I mean. Like, it's a Newgarden, like, throwing fuel on the fire on Twitter. He is doing that purely for fan entertainment.
He was responding to everybody, and it was great.
Oh my god, he was not holding back.
No,
and he wasn't even in the wrong. He didn't even get penalized or anything. He just wanted to fucking fire off.
Well, I mean, you could. I don't think you could penalize him.
I think someone else got penalized for less that race.
No, well, but okay. So let's go back to Toronto when Rosenquist did the same thing to Rossi.
Yeah.
and put him in the wall. Like, there wasn't a penalty there. I don't think, like, for consistency, you can't call a penalty there.
Agreed. But
It was carbon copy.
exactly. It's fun. It's entertaining.
Yeah.
Nashville needs to have a serious change or something.
Yeah.
Did you see the photo of all the wings in the back of the truck?
No.
There was a photo that I think IndyCar tweeted or something, and it was like 9 different front wings on the back of a truck after the race.
No, jeez.
Yeah, that is why that race needs to go. Delara loves it, you know. They just get to sell all new parts to guys, but is it entertaining to watch a race and over half of it be cautions?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No, that's not fun at all.
Yeah.
Makes the betting entertaining.
Fuck that. All my guys got taken out. And then my other guy came second, so, you know.
Ha.
Yeah. not a
So
fan.
that's a little bit of a sore spot for Sean right now.
Yeah, don't talk about betting. I don't want to fucking talk about betting, okay?
Usually we have what are you two betting on this week?
What is this week?
I am betting on myself to have a fun-ass weekend playing the new F1 Manager game.
There you go.
That is what I am doing.
I thought
I
it was,
also was like-
the 25th.
25th, that was the 20th.
Yeah. No, it's the 25th.
No,
Pretty
it's
sure
next
it's
week. Oh, man. Okay, well,
Ah.
I will do it next week then.
Well, you'll
no,
do
you
it
won't.
next
You got a
week.
wedding and a golf tournament.
Yeah, but that's only one day. The next day I'll do it. Haha.
That's fine. I can do it Saturday night.
Yeah, but I will be doing it and posting it on the channel.
Okay.
Yay!
Steven, you should do it too.
Yeah.
We can have a competition, see who goes further.
Can we do a co-op?
No,
Damn it.
I don't think it's co-op.
Bastards.
That's fine. Leave me out of it. That's okay. Whatever.
You don't have a gaming computer.
That's fine.
I mean, I would invite you,
right.
but I know you
Need
can't
one.
physically run it.
What do you mean?
You wouldn't be
Yes, I
able to.
could.
Your Mac barely handles doing this podcast.
It's fine now.
Doubt.
Rude.
Yeah,
I'm offended.
That's fair. Anyway, see, we
What-
can
what-
talk. We can look into see if we can do co-op or anything. I don't think you can, but
No, you can't. You
Okay,
can't.
damn.
Bastard.
But yeah, so that will be our plan, I guess, next week, not this weekend. And then finally, I'll just be watching NASCAR this week because it'll be fun playoff implications, Taylor.
Yeah. I'll
Win
try.
and you're in.
Okay. Well,
Makes
I'll pay
sense to me.
attention to it.
We also have St. Louis. So
Also, Kimi Räikkönen's racing this weekend. Just want to kind of throw that in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, I'll pay attention to it. However,
You should actually
I
watch
will
it.
not be watching it.
You're a coward.
Most likely.
Boo.
Boo you!
Are you going to be marshalling this weekend?
No. That is a
Okay.
negatory.
Then you should watch it.
I'll try.
She won't try.
Yes, I will. I will try.
Okay.
False.
Just the six.
Again, watch it. Do it for Kimmy.
Can I watch the highlights?
No.
No.
I want to.
Fine.
I want to report after each stage what's happened.
No, because I don't understand stages. I don't care to understand stages because they're stupid. Bottom line.
Yeah, I'm
Again,
not
not
going to
to-
fight you on that. I totally agree. So yeah,
I'm not yucking anybody's yum here if they like NASCAR. Just it's not my jam. Not my cup of tea. Again, for the podcast, I will try and watch the race.
again, NASCAR at a road course. It's not an oval, and there's Kimi Räikkönen. I think you can do it.
Okay, all right.
Thank you. Do it for the gram. I mean the podcast.
The gram.
You know the old
Do
like
it for the
the old
TikTok.
say. Okay. Anyway, anything else this week?
Mistake.
Anything else you want to talk about? Was there anything we missed?
Stoffel Waffle
Right. Yes.
Oh
Winning career.
yeah!
wins the championship. job.
Yay!
That was actually really.
Hey, there
good.
you go, Sean. You won some money on that.
I
Didn't you?
did. I did bet on.
There you
Okay.
go.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So you didn't lose everything.
No, that was my comeback right there. But yeah, Stoffel won the Formula E championship.
33-point lead.
Yep.
Good for you.
Just consistent all season and very deserving.
Fuck off. I would also say, in terms of that shape, did you see? I think it was like 2 races ago. Was it New York or something? Where Stoffel's teammate, I can't remember who it is now, was basically told to let him through because think it for the championship, and the teammate basically was on the radio going like, "Why? He's up ahead." Is it Nick DeVries? Yeah, it was Nick DeVries. Yeah. Yeah, Nick DeVries is telling him like, why?
He's up by 30 points.
He's ahead of all the fucking guys who was chasing him. It's like there's no reason to let him through.
No, and he didn't let him through.
Yeah.
I applaud him for that.
And I think that is a great call.
Yep. Or did he? No.
Yeah, he didn't let him through.
I think.
Didn't DeVries podium?
I think it was podium, not for the lead.
No, it wasn't for the leader, but it was for like 3rd place, I think.
Yeah, it was for 3rd. Yeah.
Yeah.
Round 14.
But yeah,
That's funny.
At least Mercedes got a championship this year.
Yep.
Right? Good for them.
Yep.
I'm kind of sad the Vancouver race never happened this year, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a bummer.
I don't actually think we ever talked about that getting canceled.
I don't think we did.
No. But yeah, it happened.
Wah, wah.
It was Formula E season was actually pretty good this year. I kind of hope they have more than 8 events next year, however many they had. 1, 2, 3,
16.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They had 10. 10 different locations.
16 races.
16 races, yeah, but I don't care when they're double headers. I'd rather see one event, one race.
Yeah.
And just extend
Made
it
sense
out.
for 1 year.
Yeah, exactly. But like they've always kind of had it like that, like the double headers a lot of time.
They need to be cost efficient, so running double headers to get more races and more revenue.
Yes, they need to be cost efficient with, Mercedes and Jaguar and Andretti and Porsche and Penske.
They lost manufacturer, Sean.
It's because they are not relevant. Be more relevant. Anyway, that's my rant there. Anyway, good job for the Stoffel Waffle. I always knew he was a good championship caliber driver. Just took more than I think. Yeah. Yeah, consistency, yeah, right. How many wins did he have this year, too?
He had, I believe, actually, he won once.
Oh, shit. Okay, never mind. I was going to go with
He
the
was
argument.
consistent. He had 3 rounds where he didn't have double-digit points. He was consistent.
Sorry, you're breaking up.
He
Can't
won
hear you.
one race.
Consistent.
One race. Consistency. Whereas here, Sean, let's take your argument. Hey, Jake Dennis won 2 of the last 4 races and was pole and fastest lap. He deserves to be the champion. Know what else he did? He had 0 points in 4 fucking races this year.
I mean, actually, the guy who I really wanted was Mitch Evans, but he had some bad luck. Oh, can we talk about the funny thing that happened in Formula E?
Oh, where all the cars
The
just
pilot?
went off in the corner?
Yeah, 8 guys just didn't take the corner.
Yep.
Yeah. And it was a parking lot?
Yep, that was really funny.
That was really funny.
Yeah, it was slightly damp.
Yep.
We'll put it that way. Whoops.
Anyway, good job on the champion Formula E. We're not going to say how he got there, but good for him.
Consistency.
Fuck off.
What? He's consistently good.
Yeah, but here you got Sport Pernod Entertainment. Ooh.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think there's other reasons. It's not a very entertaining right?
I was going to say, I'm not sure we can make that argument, but okay.
Anyway, anything else this week since we kind of shit on everything? Nope.
No.
Okay.
No, I'm done shitting on stuff.
We're good.
Well, in that case, thank you very much for listening to this episode. If you disagree with anything we have said, you can direct all your tweets.
Tweet at Sean.
Nope, tweet at
Tweet
Steven.
at Sean.
At Sean.
At Steven
At
Clary.
Sean.
At
Actually,
Sean.
Yeah. I was going to say, let's be honest. People aren't going to want to spell your last name.
Yeah, exactly. So just go at Steven
Sure,
Clary.
send
It's
it to
easy
me.
do. Yep.
Yep. Spelled with a V. Spelled with a V.
Nope. No, it's not. Give your hate to him and if you think we actually missed something, let us know. And on that note, we'll be back next week to talk all things motorsports and hopefully more shenanigans. Goodbye.
Thanks for listening to Spare Parts. Remember to follow the show on Twitter at sparepartspod and the hosts at Stephen Clary, at Sean Cavarella, and at Tate Moore.